Hello, hello. Today is February 1st, 2023. We are in a new month, the month of love, Valentine's Day. That's what February reminds me of, is the month of love. So clarity. So I've been doing interviews today. Um, it has given me a lot of clarity around many things, speaking to these experts. And I'm just so thankful that I get to talk to all these different people who are experts in their field. And I'm looking forward to bringing it to you guys when it does release. As I mentioned in a different video, that I'm doing a summit of 27 speakers that will be released over 2 weeks time span. I'll be releasing 2 speakers a week. So I will let you guys know when that happens if you choose to come and watch. And the topic is about New Year's manifestation secrets, 2023 New Year manifestation secrets. So back to today's topic, clarity. And to be honest with you, I am coming to you really with a blank slate when it comes to clarity, but I wanted it to be like to channel it through me as I was speaking through this video. And I had a deep awareness, clarity that happened to me last night. I'm taking this course on self-worth and value. And what clearly came to me was, and hopefully this will help you find clarity in your life. And what I want to say about this is sometimes we have things that are underneath the surface. And I've mentioned this before as well. And there's like layers of clearing and cleaning. And what clarity was brought to me through this meditation was that we can believe things on a mental level, but if we are not processing the energies in our body, we're not moving through them. So, for example, I had clarity around I am valuable, I am worthy to a certain level. And the clarity that was revealed to me at a deeper level was I did not feel worthy and valuable to God because I felt I have a memory before birth into like incarnation, like leaving my non-physical body and incarnating into a physical body, that time span. I remember being one and like knowing the love, having it all, being my worth and my value are not in question, and feeling very powerful, to incarnating and feeling like God abandoned me and betrayed me. And having this clarity revealed to me has freed up energy in my body. It's still not, I still haven't completely processed it because I can still feel remnants of it. I'm in the process of clearing this energy out so that I can embody the inherent worth and value that I am. And the reason why I'm bringing this about, why is self-worth and value so important in manifestation? Because it dictates what we allow ourselves to have. And that includes love, that includes money, our businesses, our relationships. So if we do not feel worthy and valuable, in my instance, to God, then my self-worth really is shot, because that is like the number one relationship that I value. That's like the number one relationship that's most important to me. And that's where it all begins. That is the core of my identity. I don't know if that's how you relate to the core of your identity, but that's the core of my identity. And even though I knew it conceptually, like I know that God loves me, I know that I'm valuable and I'm called. And if I did not feel that I was worthy and valuable, I would not be given this purpose and this mission. And so having this clarity and actually speaking it out, you know, you can write it out too, because it makes it real. And then you can do the work to process these emotions out of your body. And there's different ways that we can process what comes to the surface, what we get clear about. And one of the tips and techniques that I would say is, before you decide to go, because we have trauma response. So if we are experiencing like abandonment and betrayal, what we'll find, if we're not clear that we have an underlying wound that is there, what we'll do is we'll attract people into our space who will trigger us, that will create this trauma response that will spin us out of control. And then we're reacting, right? We're not responding. So it's unhealed. But until we get clear on what that is, it continues to play out in the background of our lives. And the universe is like a mirror. It'll show you where there's that wound, if you will, that's still there in your energetic field, your body, your physical body, and your energetic field, in the way that your life is playing out. And so what we try to do, if that wound is there, we try to suppress it. Number one, like even like what I did, I'll share what I did. Because I knew it wasn't true and it was an error in thinking, I pressed it down, I suppressed it. Well, that's not the way. I mean, that's how we deal with it, because it's a survival mechanism. We suppress it. And the thriving method is to be present with that feeling, that wound, and to express it. And the ways that we can move the energy through our bodies of this, whatever wound will come up for you, that you decide, you can intend to get clear on a wound. You can set your intention to get clear on a wound that's playing out in the background of your life. And when it comes out, you can use like 3 different tools that I'm going to share with you. I mean, there's something that you don't have to go out of your way to practice these. To write about it, to journal about it, to express it, meaning like you can, like a child, how a child would throw a tantrum. Of course, you would do this in your own private space. You can, like, if you have like anger, you can punch a pillow, you can scream into a pillow, you can scream in your car, or go to a mountaintop and scream. But the whole point is to move it through our bodies, because even though we might believe something that is not true, and we know it's not true, and we like don't believe it, it may be stuck in our physical bodies. And so the way to get that out of your physical body is to move the energy. And so you can use those techniques to move the energy that's stagnant. So if you've had a trauma and you've just held it in and you haven't talked to anybody about it, and you just kept it in your body, it's time for it to be released in order for you to be available to for you to be available to fresh new energies. And then once you release this energy, like some of the symptoms might be like you're in a bad mood, you feel heavy, you don't know why, you can't shake this feeling. But once you do the movement that I prescribed here, if you will, it's like the medicine. It will move the energy and that feeling will lift. And there's another technique that you can use, and it's EFT, emotional freedom technique. And maybe I'll come on one day and like actually show you how to do it, like in the proper form. I will save that for later, but these 3 tools that I mentioned should get the energy moving and lifting that energy off of you and being present to what's coming up. Notice when you get triggered, that person is triggering something that's already there. It's a wound that is coming up for you to look at. And once you heal that wound, once that wound is resolved, that person will no longer trigger you in that way. And then you'll have clarity about another trigger, like another thing that must be healed. So anyways, that's my message for you today. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you're at in the world, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.